I just finished reading this most wonderful report that was published that said, hey, when you have diversity in leadership, things are better. These studies have been published for decades, and yet we don't see tremendous movement. We see some movement, but we don't see the levels of movement of women moving into leadership across business, across industry, across government. We feel like our efforts toward advancing women's leadership are helping build a better Texas for everyone.
One of the things that is great about the Texas Women's Foundation is that they focus on women in terms of economic security, they focus on women in terms of advancing leadership, but their real focus is to do both of those things on behalf of the whole community, on behalf of families everywhere.
You hear about people wanting to change the world, you hear about young women who are making a difference, but to be all together in that same space and just hear them out and hear how passionate they are about what they're working with and just meet them is just really an impactful thing. And you bring that back and you're like, there's women around doing the same work that we're doing.
I think it's important that the Texas Women's Foundation focus on women's leadership because we need to put women in positions of leadership because that allows us to change the dynamic, to change the narrative.
I really want to get to a point where companies really are not focusing on slicing demographic data, but they're changing the conversation so it's really, instead of focusing on who's not included, it's really focusing about who else should we include in the conversation.
Organizations like the Texas Women's Foundation and programs like the Women's Leadership Institute helps those who aspire to be leaders to be better leaders. And in turn, that helps each of us to be positive impacts in each other's lives.
Being able to come up with real-life solutions, see programs rolled out, see women participate in them, hear the experiences they've had and how they think it will be a meaningful boost to their careers has been a really rewarding experience.
When you have a group of people that represent the community you serve, they are better in terms of the decisions they make, the views they have, the diversity of engagement and thought. It's always better when you have representation of all the people in your community at the leadership table too.
Just seeing the world as it is and knowing that we have a possibility of adding to that, that our voices are valued. I know that I belong, no matter the room, no matter the table, no matter the conversation. I know that I have a purpose.
So as we reach out across the state, we reach out with a whole heart of inclusion and a whole heart of opportunity for everyone to come to this table, and we can do that together.